Throughout this week, we've been studying the account of Mephibosheth, his interaction with King David. This all is happening because David's showing kindness and mercy to a man who really didn't need it or really didn't deserve it, but yet David is going after him to show him love. And this is exactly what God does for you. David is a picture of your loving Lord going after you in your need. When Mephibosheth finally comes before David, David speaks these amazing words to him. First of all, David says, and this is 2 Samuel chapter 9, verse 7, "Don't be afraid." Mephibosheth, understandably so, is terrified for his life, standing before the king. And one day you're going to stand before the king, the almighty king of the universe, and God is going to say to you, as David said to Mephibosheth, God will say to you, "Don't be afraid." Now, how can you and I not be afraid while standing before the almighty God? Because our God is merciful, our God is loving, and he shows us kindness in a way that we don't deserve. David continued to Mephibosheth, and he said to him, he promised him, "For I will surely show you kindness for the sake of your father Jonathan. I will restore to you all the land that belonged to your grandfather Saul, and you will always eat at my table." God, in his amazing love, speaks something similar to you and explains to you why he would show mercy to you. That God says, "I will restore to you kindness for the sake of not your father Jonathan, but because of your brother Jesus." That God shows you mercy and love no matter what you've done in your life. God invites you to come to his table, the table of his own body and blood, to give you the gift, the pledge of forgiveness of sins as we eat body and blood and bread and wine in the holy sacrament. You're invited to the table of God's love as you understand what you're receiving, God's mercy, his body and blood, for your forgiveness. And God says through Jesus, he restores to us a broken relationship. Mephibosheth got the land, the blessings that belonged to his grandfather Saul. Through Jesus, we're restored into a relationship that was once lost because of our first grandparents, Adam and Eve. But now we one day will go to the eternal promised land to be with God forever in heaven. God says to you, do not be afraid. No, really, he says to you, no matter what you've done in your life, do not be afraid. You've been restored by the mercy of your brother Jesus. You are invited to the table, not just here, but you're invited to his heavenly wedding feast, where you will joyfully celebrate the Almighty God for all of time and eternity because of the grace God has given you. Because God seeks out after you and he invites you to be with him. Thank you. Thank you for the amazing ways that you have told us, shared with us, how these videos just touch your heart.
We are so thankful for your support.
Would you consider being a partner with us and helping financially support our ministry?
With your regular donation, you can help bring these messages to more and more people as this ministry continues to grow.
Through your support, we're able to take these videos and thousands of people see them every single day, and we couldn't do it without you.
To participate, just click on the link in this post.